Secretary Mbadi has stirred public debate after saying that the government's promise to provide free education in public schools may no longer be affordable. Now, his remarks, as reported by Chichi Josephine, have triggered concern and frustration among parents and education stakeholders who are now questioning the future of schooling in the country.
Appearing before the National Assembly Committee on Thursday, July 24th, Treasury Cabinet Secretary Mbadi delivered a major blow to parents by admitting that the government's commitment to providing free public education may not be financially sustainable.
Wanasema kwamba hawana pesa. Na pesa ziko, zimeenda wapi? Na ziko tele.
His remarks have stirred a public outcry, with many Kenyans expressing frustration over what they see as a government backtrack on a key social service.
Tunaona watoto wengi watakaa bila kusoma na watoto wengi watarudi waizi.
Watoto wengi wataelekea shuleni, manake watakuwa machokora ama wataanza kuibia watoto mtaani, manake wazazi hawana hela kumudu hela hiyo.
The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers (COPET) has strongly criticized the government's decision to reduce capitation for secondary school learners from 22,244 shillings to 16,000 shillings, calling it a clear indication that the state was never committed to fully supporting free education.
So when the finance minister comes out and say we cannot finance education, yet they are financing what they are calling empowerment, then we don't understand as teachers. The government won't be compelled to finance public education because they are taking our taxes.
Elsewhere, Kesha has asked the government to give a clear capitation for transparency, noting that they are disappointed in the current regime.
We now call upon the Ministry of Education to issue an official circular to all schools, clearly indicating the current capitation amount as admitted by the Cabinet Secretary for the Treasury.
Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos acknowledged the funding challenges, citing budget constraints and conflicting government priorities. However, he assured efforts are underway to secure adequate allocations to ensure learning continues without interruption.
It does not mean that we have moved from the 22,244 to the 16,900. It just means we have not been able to reach the 22,244 per student because of financial limitations. But between the Ministry of Education and Treasury, we are working very hard to see that we reach that target.
Kiharu Member of Parliament Honorable Dindi Nyoro has called on the government to eliminate wasteful expenditure and instead focus on funding free basic education and the Higher Education Loans Board. He cautioned against diverting resources towards non-essential projects such as office renovations at the expense of learners.
We want to tell them, and I'm here as an MP, we are not going to allow anyone to play around with the issue of free basic education. Stop those renovations you are doing in big offices. Direct that money into the education of the Kenyan children.
Chichi Josephine, TV 47, Nairobi.